See, this is why you don't get up and do something immediately for somebody else, but you get up and you do something for yourself. Cause bitch, I was being nice. Anyway, it's a lot of interference. It's a lot of interference, but testing. Anyway, there I've been, oh, y'all. I don't even know where to begin or to start. Obviously, I just woke up, but it's like, oh my goodness. So I believe the last thing I touched on was feeling good. I think I told y'all about being in the essence of, an intention, a prayer, or a goal, or a dream, and actually being in the essence of it. And how for a month I was gonna try feeling good feelings, and just putting myself in good feeling experiences and practices and things like that. And I think that it's been working out pretty damn well. I am on the brink of that, and I'm like in the essence of creating happiness with the smaller things in life, and creating that feeling good feeling with small and conquerable experiences and feelings, right? So, and you may be able to hear like the dryer knocking. That's what I said. Do not get up and do something for somebody else. Get up and do something for yourself first. It's that important. I kind of felt like I took away from me just now, but different topic for a different day, yeah. But as I'm on the brink of all of that, let me make sure this thing is recording. Okay, we're in the clear, but as I was saying, like, I don't know why I'm smiling, because it has been a journey. It hasn't even been that long, but oh my goodness, so much has been happening. So much has been wow. So I've moved again, but I almost feel like so much has been moving up under the surface, and like my consciousness of, or my awareness I should say, of like energy and shit like that is expanding and growing. Like, I just want you to know that whatever you were doing, you're doing it right. This unique collective, we know what we're doing, even if it seemed like, is this even amounting to any? We concerned. We have some questions, and naturally so, because we're in a phase or a state of remembrance. We're remembering who we are. We're remembering our power, what we possess, what we have access to. We are remembering our power and our warrior-like nature, if I haven't already said that word. But it's like we're coming to remember, and we want to exercise those powers. We want access to that infinite intelligence, or the knowledge, the wisdom, the wherewithal. We want to know how to get what we want, how to keep what we want. Why does it sound like that? It's supposed to sound a lot cleaner. It's supposed to sound a lot cleaner than that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, maybe it's time for a new mic. But, oh my goodness me. So I've been playing around with the feeling good feelings, and it has been going gradually. And I'm just getting started. I feel like I'm in a position, I'm in a place where I'm just getting started, and it's already feeling good. So I've been stimulated in that feeling good feeling, irregardless of the distractions, the noise, the thoughtful thoughts, and the colorful words, aka the contrast, like we've been talking about. Irregardless of all of that, I find myself getting or becoming very, very happy, or very content, very appreciative, or very
Hush.
Very appreciative, or just like very grateful. Very, very grateful. And the relationship between me and whatever it is that I believe in has been like an absolute, I heard adorable, but it's just been like absolutely, I feel like a kid in a candy store. I feel, or I was able to feel feelings that I've needed to feel that I haven't felt in a long time. And I noticed during this feeling good feeling journey that I was afraid and scared. There came a thought which then triggered a narrative that I've had on replay. Wow. Okay, this is going somewhere. That I've had on repeat in my life for a very long time, and I've been navigating in life with that triggering response mechanism or narrative, which was fight or flight. I have been, or I'm recognizing a pattern, um, and I actually got to feel that pattern, like in my energy. You know how they be like, I don't know. I'm assuming that this is what meditation brings up. I had the ability to feel my energy and feel the pulsating, like the pulsating energy within that fight or flight. I was able to feel the fight or flight in my energy. Okay. And I believe this happens when you sit by yourself, you get by yourself, and things come up. So I had the, not the audacity, I had the pleasure, I'll say that, I had the pleasure of actually feeling it. I'm not gonna hold you. I took something for sleep, but it's almost as if I knew what I needed. Like I said, we're on the search for what we're looking for, and we're finding it. We're making cuts. We know what we want. We want what we want, and what we want desires us as well. So we're like on the brink of kind of like alignment, like aligning with what it is that we were looking for. And I happened to find what it was that I was looking for. So I kind of induced my sleep because I knew it was like my inability to sleep. I knew it came from something deeper, which is my point when I brought up fight or flight. I've been in fight or flight mode, couldn't keep still, overworking, overpowering, overdoing, just over existing in my life and navigating in such a masculine way. When I say masculine, I mean in terms of like physicality. I was overdoing everything or doing things in the most hardest, challenging, and difficult way without even realizing it until the point of burnout, basically, yes. Until the point of burnout. So I induced my sleep, and it brought up basically like meditation because I've been practicing breath work. I've been using ujjayi. Okay, because this is what my yoga teacher um practices, ujjayi, and that's what we use a lot in our lessons. When I induced my, I don't want to be like a wizard or nothing when I say my state of consciousness, but I induced myself, basically induced my sleep so that it can become deeper and it can get all up in the guts of everything. And I went the natural route. I went the hemp route. I'm not gonna hold you. I went the hemp route. Now this isn't something that I do regularly. I'm really, really big on, like, what's that word I use? Like, I do everything naturally. I love to do things naturally. Not that hemp is unnatural, but my point is I induce my sleep. And within that, and within the inducing, I should say, let me see if outside is quieter. The irony, right? Anyway, the irony that outside is quieter, but so I induce my sleep. Hey, oh my goodness. but I induced my sleep, and within that there was a, I'll call it a programming that popped up that feels like you've been in fight or flight mode. This is recognizing what was in my energy. I believe that people do this for a living in a profession, energy work. And I believe that that's what I did on myself last night. I did energy work on myself and I breathe. Well, basically, I induce my sleep, but I get up out of my sleep because the hemp was hemping. The hemp was hemping. I'm gonna be honest. The hemp was hemping, and I did it for medicinal purposes. I did it for healing purposes because I knew I needed to get in the nitty, in the gritty, in the crevices of my energy, because so long I had been searching outside myself for what was inside of me, and the inducing. Can I say induction? But like that induced state of being or feeling or awareness, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really sure what you call that. Um, yes, I felt the fight or flight within me, and I'm like, wow. And so the programming kind of felt like you've been in fight or flight mode. You do not feel safe. You don't feel secure, and you don't feel protected. And I'm just like, wow. Now, these aren't voices talking to me. These aren't, I've had it. These aren't, excuse me, y'all, but these aren't voices talking to me. It's a feeling. I felt my energy and I had to calm. Well, I didn't have to, but I kicked into like mother mode. And like I've been saying for months now, like I've been, I cater to those emotions. I cater to that state of fight or flight as if I were a mother, and I met it with love and compassion. I told that sense of fight or flight within me, or I assured it with my compassion and with affirmations affirming, you are safe, you are secure, you are protected, I am right here with you, everything is okay. Because I felt it. I felt the rigidity, the impulsivity. I believe that that's the word, but I felt the impulse within my energy, right? Or just like within myself. And I'm like, wow, I'm not calm. No wonder I'm always feeling like things need to get done, have to get done, go, 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 rush, rush, rush. Even when I want to slow down within my heart, my nervous system is still programmed. My nervous system is still in fight or flight. Wow, this is a real thing. My nervous system is still in fight or flight. I still don't feel safe. So I can't be of support to anyone or anything around me if I do not feel safe within myself. No wonder that's what's because everything just feel so unfamiliar and so strange. But that's because within me, I'm not feeling balanced. I'm not feeling safe, and I'm feeling uneasy and ungrounded because that's how I feel inside. My energy and my nervous system, I would say, is still programmed to fight or flight. I haven't assured myself that I was okay. I haven't done the energy work, so to speak, to reassure myself that I was safe and I was okay. And believe me, I've been doing the affirmations on the outside. But there was this sense of going within, of activating and feeling that energy. To go within is for real. It's to go within and kind of like reassure that, like, honey, I'm on it though. Induced, or I believe that it's medicine though. It's not nothing crazy. It's for healing purposes. Um, it's for healing purposes. Um, it's for calming and healing purposes. But while I'm calming and my energy is calming from the medicine, y'all, I felt my energy and that shit was strong. It started off strong. It had so much. It was as if my energy had so much to tell me. Energy work. Are we doing the energy work? We've been doing the physical work, but collective, are we doing the energy work? Because, honey, when I got up in that energy field, I was like, whoa, this needs some regulation. I came up in my energy field like, all right, I'm here to regulate. That's what it felt like. I'm here to regulate. What needs what? And the fight or flight came up. Also, so much came up. It started off powerful. It ended powerful, but it started off powerful. And I felt it, and I was like, wow. And I just kept saying, like, oh, it's within me. It's within me. It's what's going on in here. It felt like its own little vortex, its own little world, because it is. It's your energetic world. It's your little tingly, twinkly little world. It's your infinite intelligence. It's the divinity within you. It's God up in that energy. It's a higher power. You're a higher power that's within you, all up in your energy. That's what's there. That's why you want to get there. That's why you want to get there. When you get there, be there. Because I was there and I was like, whoa, shit. I was there and I was like, ooh, it was left unattended. But I finally got there. Hence what we talked about. We know what we want. And this could look uniquely different for you, and that's okay. That's still valid. But for me, I knew I needed to get in the crevices, which is why an intention and a manifestation, which is why I feel like sun shining on my face as I speak, which is why I felt like which is why I kind of had that feeling like, which is why I spoke about, thank you, an intention of mine, living in the essence and in the essence and in the, living in the essence, I'm trying to get it out, of a manifestation or a prayer or an intention of mine. I drew in another one, or another one was dropped, which means I came into alignment with it. I'm still learning how to work this thing, y'all. I'm still learning how to work and wield this power within me. Remember that we talked about, like, I'm still learning how to wield this shit and how to make sense of what it is that I'm actually doing. Because right now, I feel like a kid in a candy store. I just want what I want right now. But I feel like that wanting will grow more intentional and more intentionally focused, which it is. But how I'm going about it is in a playful way. I wonder if this will work. I wonder if I add that ingredient into this pot, what type of witch's brew would I come up with? Just an example. But being in the heart of another intention that came to fruition for me, I was led right into, I'll say, the medicine house. I was led right into the medicine that helped induce my sleep and helped me kind of like connect to myself. And I felt like everything we're doing on the surface is right. So collective, on the surface level, I believe what you're doing is right and it makes sense. But you haven't quite made that connection, and the connection is within you. How you begin to make that connection is going within. But believe me, everything you've been doing is right. The breathing, the breath work, the yoga, the exercising, the cooking, like whatever you've been doing to shift your perspective, to shift your life, to shift from one state of being or consciousness or one reality to another. I believe you that you've been doing the work, and I believe you that you've been doing it right. There's no wrong way to shift, but apparently there is an ineffective way or inefficient way to do it. And I noticed that I've been doing everything right on a physical sense. In a physical sense, I've been breathing, I've been practicing yoga, I've been practicing those feeling good feelings, but you'll be surprised that a higher power will actually guide you onto its medicine, onto its cure, and onto yourself. We've been going within, and that journey has been getting deeper and deeper. In my case, I used nature. I used medicine to get up in there. Now, this isn't something that I practice often, but I do practice it, again, I'll say, for medicinal purposes, because I know how healing nature is. So I induced it on in a for medicinal purposes, and it was exactly what I needed. And when I felt the chaos of my energy, I'm like, what it made click was my reality and why it is the way it is. That my reality isn't wrong, but my internal was still programmed. My nervous system is still fight or flight, work hard, grind, don't stop, hustle, 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 go, go, go. Even though like we need to go because I'm feeling unsafe, insecure, or turbulent within myself. And so what it made click for me was that, oh, this is why I can't make sense of my reality. It's not that my reality is wrong. It's not that it's because of the chaos in here. The chaos within me. I haven't turned off my fight or flight mode. I haven't turned off my insecurities. I haven't turned off unsafe. I haven't turned that energy off. I haven't turned those switches off. I haven't gone within yet to let myself know, hey, no, you're safe within here. But boy, am I glad that I got here. And it's been such a long journey to come to that realization. But honey, wow, I knew exactly what I needed. And when I say it's that divinity within you. Yes, you know what you need. So the journey of going within and tuning into yourself, it's fucking worth it. It's well worth it. And I want you to keep going. You may not need what I needed, but what you need that's unique to your journey will come to you. I promise you, it will come to you. And when you get there, be there. But I needed something a little more in the crevices because I'm not sure. But I knew what I needed. And it knew it needed me, and it led itself right onto me. It led itself. I promise you, it's like we met up, and it was so effortless. I had what I needed. I was provided for, and when I took the time to do it, like I said, it woke me up out my sleep. Like I was tossing and turning because I was uneasy. My energy is uneasy. I'm like, no wonder folks are. It made sense as to why people react the way they react to me, why I react the way I react to people. I'm like, oh, my energy is turned up. It's like a portal. I was like, wow, it's starting to make sense now. I was like, well, why they make it seem so glittery and floaty, and why they make it seem like that? But it's really you. I was like, they made it seem so dreamy and otherworldly, but it's literally just me, bro. It's you and your energy. And this is something that I've done before, but never with the intention of healing, never with the intention of this is medicine. I'm looking to go within and heal. I've done this before, but I wasn't consciously aware. Like, I was afraid of my energy before. I was like, I got led right back onto my energy, and I've been afraid of it. My damn self, I've been intimidated. That's why I didn't like inducing myself, because it actually made me feel my energy, what was going on in my internal world, not where people were projecting upon me, or maybe, I don't know, still working out the kinks of that, but it was my chaos, conflict, and turmoil, and I was always afraid, which is why I didn't induce myself, not knowing, oh, that's my shit. That's my conflict. That's my chaos. That's my uneasiness. That's my insecurities. That's my fight or flight. That's my shit. Oh, and here I go, journeying the journey, carving the path, blazing the trail. And I'm like, what is it? God, what is it? Divinity, what is it? Lord, what is it? It's you. Still. It's still you. I'm like, oh, I sat so securely this time because I've become brave. Now, that's one thing that's been coming through. You've become brave through your work. You're wondering, what is all of this adding up to? Bravery. It takes bravery and courage to face yourself. To come to that point where it's no one or nothing outside of you, but it's all within you. And it starts within you. And I was getting so angry because I was watching someone that was like, it's within you. It's you. And I'm like, how did you get there? I was getting frustrated too. I'm like, well, y'all act like y'all got a roadmap. Excuse me. I'm like, y'all say it like there's a fucking roadmap to it. I done been going within. I done been doing the breathing. I done been doing the yoga, the stretching, trying to open up portals and nodes and shit. How? What? Did I take a wrong turn? Right? You're like, did I take a wrong turn? But I kid you not. I'm not sure if this is going to be my modality. I think this is just going to be for healing purposes. Just for healing purposes. I am not looking to induce me all the time. But I induced me and I felt that feeling. And I'm like, I've been here before. I've been in my energy before. And I didn't know what the fuck it was. I just know I didn't like it and it made me want to run. I was still on fight or flight mode. But here I am, back again, ready to face myself. Because it isn't linear. Time after time again, it isn't linear. And here I am, back again, facing myself. And I was able to sit there. I was able to sit with me. Sit in all of the conflict, chaos, insecurity, turmoil, fight or flight. That was me. And I was able to sit with it. And I was like, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on here? It was left unattended, neglected. And I had every practice on the outside for what was going to help the outside or cure the outside or make it easier. What's that word? I want to use that word. It's a P word. More palatable, or palpable. It's one of those. Look it up. I like it. I'm going to add it to my collection. But I was like, all of these practices that I've been doing for what was going on and happening inside of me, I was frat racing. But luckily, I ended up right back to me. Like you. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But finally it clicked this time. And I think it was because I was ready. Like I knew, look, I'm ready to handle this. And it gets put in your face to where you can recognize it. But like I said, my other attempts, I didn't even know where I was. I didn't even know that I was in my energy. Isn't that crazy? Because didn't I just mention how strange and unfamiliar everything felt? Because I was a stranger to my own energy, my core, my essence. I was a stranger to my own essence. I was a stranger to my own core. I was a stranger to myself. So everything on the outside felt so strange, unfamiliar, unrelatable. You know, it felt so separate from me because I was separate or separated from myself. So as I sit bravely over the course of the last couple days, I sat bravely in my energy and was like, oh, this was the connection that we were attempting to make collective. You know what you're sniffing for? Keep sniffing for it. You know what you want to feel. You know what you need to feel. You know what's good for you. Keep searching for that with your heart. Keep searching for it with your soul, with your words, with your actions. Keep searching for it. Keep searching for it. And it doesn't have to be linear. I believe I talked about it with you guys before. I've bumped my head multiple times trying to get to where I got to. But you don't stop trying. You don't stop following in your guidance system. I'm talking about I had a lot of practices externally for some shit that was going on internally. But guess what? You'll find what you're looking for. Now let me ask you something. Excuse me, bubble in my throat, but all of the modalities that you find yourself trying, I've tried this. Does that mean, but you ended up finding what you were looking for, or you didn't? I want you to know that those weren't mistakes that you were making. Those were deliberate attempts that you were making. What you were doing was trying. What you were doing was making an attempt or an effort, putting in effort. What you were doing was generating that signal like, hey, I'm on the search, I'm on the prowl, I'm looking for a cure, an answer, I'm looking for confirmation, or I'm not that you need to look for confirmation, but whatever it is that you're searching for, you're not making mistakes because what you're searching for hasn't given you the conclusion that you were looking for. You're not making the mistakes. I'm making the mistake, excuse me. I believe that it's impossible. I'm starting to believe that it's impossible to make mistakes, because was my first, second, third attempt for what I was doing externally null and void because I found what I was looking for, and it was this all the while? But does that null and void my first, second, third, fourth attempt or modality or practice or habit or cutting off or whatever, does that make it like useless? No. No. Every step you took led to where you're at right now. Okay? You can only climb the staircase as you build it. So, you know what didn't work when you find what works. But what didn't work might work later. What didn't work just didn't work. But that was you putting in that effort. That was you finding what you were looking for. That was you weeding out, well, that, no, cross that out. And that was you, honest to God, gaining experience. That was you adding to your story. That was you being able to be a reliable source on, oh yeah, I tried that. Maybe that'll work for you, but I tried that, and this. That's you gaining knowledge. That's you gaining wisdom and experience. That's you being able to say, hey, I've done that. That's you being able to save someone else from a fork in the road or from bumping their head because you've done it, because you've experienced, right? And we learn through experiences. That wasn't you making mistakes. That was you learning. And now that you've gotten here, be here. Be in that moment of, I found what I was looking for. And boy, did it. I'm going to say that as I wake up from the session, from like literally that internal vortex, which is all mine, I'm glad I found it. I'm glad that I can work on it, because that means progress has been made, and progress furthermore. I can progress furthermore. I can keep going into progress, because now that I'm here, I'm like, whoa, I found what it is that I'm looking for. It's only up from here, right? If I found what it is that I was looking for, I found me, I found myself, and I can do that deprogramming and reprogramming on a deeper level, on a cellular level, on a healing level. I'm like, oh, I hit it on the head. I'm on the money. Because I told y'all, we know what we're looking for. And I hit it on the money. We're on the money. We're on the right path. We're on the right track. Keep gaining experience. Keep trying. Keep searching. Keep researching. Keep studying. Keep practicing. Keep dancing. Keep cooking. You know what you're looking for. And another thing is, I couldn't help but feel, I'm holding my chest now, because I decided I needed to breathe. It was like, whoa, like my energy was so strong. It was so much shit flying around in there. I'm being funny. So much shit flying around in my energy. I had to put my hand on my chest and my stomach. And that's a form of breathing that my yoga teacher teaches us, to feel the belly, air fill the belly, and then air leave the belly. Like a balloon. She references a balloon. So I did that, kind of like a balloon belly breathing, or I think we call it belly breathing. And I did it with Ujjayi, where you make your nose and sound like an ocean. Like, God, don't get me to embarrass myself. Hold on. All right. And I kid you not, when I started it last night, it sounded like an ocean. I'm like, oh, this is what, like, it's just like, so what I was practicing on the surface wasn't me making a mistake. That was me gaining experience. That was me learning. That was me having a tip, a trick, and a tool for when the deeper, when shit got deeper and real. It helped me ground into my energy, because I started breathing. I was like, whoa, it's chaotic in here. Let me take my tool that I learned from my experience, from me trying and practicing, and it came in handy. breathing came in handy. Okay, crisscross applesauce that they taught me in preschool came in handy. Belly breathing that I've been practicing because I do yoga, right? Came in handy. And once I hit my energy, this shouldn't be a strange place. Now your energy is your everything. Your energy is the divinity within you. Your energy is your godlike essence. That's your infinite intelligence. And apparently you can become a stranger to it. Like myself, I was a stranger to it. I was wondering why it wasn't clicking, and was wondering about me too, because it's like, yeah, because of this here. And I'm like, oh, why didn't you say so? It is like, girl, but now that you're here, she said, put your hand on your chest. She is me. I'm her. I put my hand on my chest and I put my hand on my belly and I just grounded. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You are safe. You are secure. You are protected. Nothing has gone wrong. Everything is okay. And I'm just there offering compassion, offering love, offering, just kind words and mothering my energy. It's like, whoa, I left it unattended, for too long. For too long, I left it unattended. I left me unattended. I left the divinity within me unattended. And it made it click. No wonder my external is like this. I'm ready to work. You ask me what now? Now that I'm up, I'm ready to work. I found it. I'm here. This is the place to be. This is where the miracles happen. This is where the deprogramming and the reprogramming happens. And I started out on the outside, but ultimately it led me here. So was I making mistakes? No. I was gaining experience. I was journeying. I was lifing as I should, because it led me right back on to where it all begins, where it all starts, where the miracles and the magic happens, right within me. I'm ready to work. And I knew I needed to do this. I just kept seeing me like that. I kept seeing me like crisscross applesauce, quiet space, and just feeling. And then it happened. There it is. There I am. Like, y'all don't gotta wear uniform no more. Or is it summer school? What's going on? Well, it might be summer school. But, and there I am, in my energy, feeling, quiet space, crisscross. Well, I was belly breathing, so I was in Shavasana or corpse pose, but I was laying down. And I'm like, whoa. Wow. And it was something that, wow, I got to sit with. And I got to offer myself, my energy, some comfort, a feeling of safety and security. And I'm ready to work. I'll let you guys know how that process further progresses. But remember that feeling good feeling, that actually felt good, irregardless that my energy was chaotic and I didn't turn fight or flight off. I didn't turn flee off, fight, flight, or flee. Even though I didn't turn some switches off. I'm turning some switches off. Now that I'm turning switches off and it was chaotic in there, it feels good to know, wow, I'm at the place that I need to be. I'm at that place in life where I knew I needed to be. And I believe that I felt it because I kept seeing it. I kept seeing me, or I kept envisioning myself like I need to sit down and just feel. I need some quiet time. I need a weekend. I just know I need to sit down, quiet, and feel. And I was able to get that. And now I know, yeah, I'm ready to work. I don't know why I feel so sure that I've hit it on the money, guys. I feel like I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place and like I spoke about, deprogramming and reprogramming, all of that was true. I was on the right path. I wasn't ahead of my tongue. All of that was true. I was looking to deprogram, reprogram, rewire. And the divinity within me, which is also in you, led me right onto myself. I couldn't agree with you more. And because I was led onto myself, that was the divinity within me, or your higher power, whatever it is that you believe in, goes, I couldn't agree with you more. Here you go. Again. Here's your shit again. Because I'm recognizing through talking with you guys, like, wow, I've been in my energy before. I didn't like it. I've been induced this way before. I never had the intention or the bravery or the courage. Fight or flight and flee was still turned on. So when I actually felt my energy, I was like, oh, get me out of here. I sat so bravely in it this time. I was congratulated. I kid you not, by the divinity within me. Congratulations. Congratulations, it goes. Do you see how bravely you're sitting in your energy now? You're ready to take accountability. You're ready to do the work. You're ready to be here. You're ready to move forward. Because do you understand that being here, being in this moment, being in this essence, mean that progress has been made and you may progress furthermore? That you shall pass. This means that you've done it. This means congratulations. And I just got a congratulations letter. I said, I want to see more congratulations approved and acceptances. Let me in. Get me in there. Fuck it. Get me in there. You hear me knocking? You feel me knocking? Well, let me in. And here it is. Now, this isn't to say, this is to say, congratulations, collective. This is to say, congratulations. You found what it is that you were looking for. You found what it is that has been speaking to your heart, your soul, your core, that has been speaking to the divinity within you. And when I tell y'all, I got some bomb ass music in my energy, y'all gonna love it. I'm not hiding from y'all no more. I'm not hiding from me no more. I got some bomb ass music in there. Y'all gonna love it. I don't know who, what, when, where, why, how yet, but I'm working out the kinks of that. But I know that I've gotten here, and I know that that's a for sure sign. Like, oh shit, I'm on the precipice. Like, oh shit, I am on the precipice. I done did it, didn't I? I did it, didn't I? Look, listen. There she go clapping for me. There she go clapping for us. Hey. I'm like, I'm in the right place. It isn't to harm you. It isn't to trigger you when you find yourself back at square one or taking a step back. It isn't to trigger you. It's like, confront this. Confront yourself. Face yourself. And I was just having a talk with my little sister about me. I'm like, man, I've had this ego built up from childhood. This mother effer don't want to leave that easily. This ego has been built brick by brick until I end up with a fucking wall in front of me. And I'm like, with no weapons. How do I even begin to tear these down? And a song came through for me. I'm going to sing it. My mother was a blind architect. Her mother was too. Designing huge walls no man could ever get through. Born with a brick heart, a mortar ton, they may do. Now the only thing I know is to build those same walls too. Don't you build it too tall, it may never fall. The air's getting thin, was still human, fragile woman. And I used to listen to that song every once in a blue moon, every now and then. And that song makes so much sense. And it popped up back as I'm sitting in a quiet space. That song pops up. And I remember crying. I was like, I have no idea how to tear this wall down. I recognized that I was in fight mode, flight mode, flee mode. I had put up a wall no one can get through. I was opening myself up to love. I was calling on the love. I was like, I want it. And then I recognized the shit is all around me. It's within me. It's all around me. I was going in circles for the things that was within me. And I was like, that song came up and I was like, I done put up a huge wall. I was like, oops, my bad. Just crying. I'm going to cry in the car. And like I said, that's your guidance system. How you feel, my emotions and shit was telling me like, whew, I'm ready to stop rat racing. I'm tired now. Send me to the core. Send me within. You ready to stop going in circles? You ready to get in there? Get in there. This is a seamless, what they say on the drive time commercial. This is a seamless portal symbolizing the effortless deal that you get when you go within. Fuck that. Get in there. Make the deal. Make peace within yourself. And she goes, there's nothing really external that you need to change right now because this is all kind of like pulsating off of what you're feeling inside. This is all like what you're perceiving. All of this shit is from what's pulsating inside, from what's ruminating inside, right? I gotta go, guys, but when you get there, be there. And if you're there, congratulations. And congratulations in advance because you're gaining experience, okay? There's no way in hell you can make a mistake. You can just experience and learn. And that's what you're here for. But, yes, my day begins. And I'm smiling because, I'm ready to work. And I'm good at work. So I know I'm in a good place collective and I'm hoping that you're in this space too. I'm hoping that you beat me there. And you're somewhere listening like, we're waiting on you to catch up. We was waiting on you at the door. We was waiting on you to catch up. You're just now getting here. No, seriously. But yes, thank you so very much for sharing in this space with me. And I like experiencing so I can come back and be like, y'all, guess what happened? Guess what happened during the journey? Guess what happened during the... Because this is conscious. I'm moving so conscious. I'm moving so intentional now. And I want to tell y'all about how I was in the essence of a manifestation. I kind of touched on it a little bit when I was like, that's what led me to this. But, oh yeah, okay. So that's still in the works. That's coming up. I got something special for y'all. But yes, thank you so very much for sharing in this space and for being here with me. And I'll talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.